That's what the Chardonnay.
They got the white
I think y'all may like this, man. I can't remember where we got this from. A lot of our wines we've been getting from World Market. Y'all know
Okay. I like World Market.
Yeah.
World Market get you in trouble. Did you? I need the pillows. I need the chair. I need the mat. I need all the shit. I don't expect to spend as much when I walk out of there. It's like, oh, I just came with salt and pepper shakers. Oh, bought a couple buckets of ice.
Yeah, but you can write up a check real quick.
Yeah.
For real. I'm gonna go in there and get exactly what I need.
We dabble in poetry.
Yeah.
A little here and there.
That's not the main
That's
focus.
not the main focus. The main focus is bringing black people
awareness.
together and enlightening them.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it's about. The information. So the information, you know what I'm saying, brought us to even putting it on the clothes. It's like reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? If I'm walking by and somebody got on the symbol, you're gonna be like, hold on, what's up with that? You learn something behind that. Alright? So that's the whole point of doing that versus conventional or getting up and speaking, like, you know what I'm saying, just another way to spread the word. So I used to talk to like a lot of, even in the hospital, I like ask all the older people, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people didn't know, like 6 years after King was shot, they assassinated his mother in the church. And I'm like, I didn't even know that, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a black person, unfortunately. They called him a extreme Israelite yeah.
But if he was white, he would have been just having a bad day.
You know what I'm saying? Just a crazy. And the sick part about it, the guy who did it was from Ohio, on top of it.
Ohio breeds serial killers.
Man, just like, yo, bro.
We used to bring
A few serial killers, though.
Yeah.
A few serial killers, though. Like, if you really think about it, we know a few serial killers, though, man.
Yeah.
Like our friends, uncles, cousins, or whatever. Though, it's fucking serial killers.
And a serial killer that people don't think about is women that have a lot of abortions. Yeah. Unfortunately, because that's how on the list of
Yeah. Just shedding light, stating facts.
It definitely is.
Yeah, that's true though.
Definitely is.
That's true.
Also, that runs a whole hell of a lot of help. I know a lot of chicks right now that can't have kids because
How many abortions y'all supposed to have?
you ain't supposed to have none.
How many? Let me see.
Maybe one. I don't know. That where you could actually be healthy and have a baby afterwards. Some women have one abortion and never be able to have babies again. So it's like, now if it's like you pregnant in your tubes or you got molested, you pregnant by your daddy, some shit like that. All men.
Is the procedure with that still the same? I don't know. You know.
I mean, what do you mean
Well,
by
I would
saying?
say this.
I mean, like over the years, they haven't got like better about how they.
They have, but the issue is the laws and the stigma behind it. So there are some states who don't even have rape and incest laws. So if it was your father, you know what I'm saying, you can't even go, you have to live with that for the rest of your life.
I don't be too graphic. So the lady lay on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They take a fucking vacuum, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it up here, suck the baby up.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's larger, then they cut it up.
I mean, I actually seen it before. I was just wanted to know.
You was there?
But I thought in the early stages you could take a pill.
Now you can.
Now you can, but sometimes they say sometimes it may not work. You still may have to come
So,
down the actual procedure.
When I was talking about the no exceptions part,
Yeah.
could you imagine? Could you imagine having a child by a family member, a close family member? There's no exceptions for that, and it leads women back to back alleys. And we're talking coat hangers, we're talking vitamin C megadosing. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
And I also had a termination in high school.
Okay.
I don't think that, I can understand people's belief behind pro-life, but I think it's more pro-birth. Because what kind of life would that child have past being born under the circumstances?
Yeah. That's a very touchy subject, and you know, when I was in high school, I went to school with an individual that his mother was molested, and you know, he did everything that he could to not, in a sense, remind her of his father, but there was nothing he could do about that. That's embedded in you. That's the things I think that a lot of mothers, when a gentleman do something I don't necessarily want to say a gentleman, but I'm just saying a male do something to, you know, negatively impact that woman, when she see the child, she unfortunately starts to take it out on the child because it's inevitable that that child acts like their father.
Or look
Look like their father. The characteristics are passed down. That's why they say our trauma is passed down.
For real, your DNA is 60% from your father. It's not 50-50, it's 60-40. And it's from your father. I don't think it's used as a form of birth control.
Yeah.
But when you have white men who can't have children, who probably no longer can even fucking produce children, making laws about women, I think that's wrong. You know, somebody said we should put guns in our vagina so that way they can regulate them.
What you think the ratio is of women that, like, is it a lot of women that support it versus women that don't?
Well, I personally think that
I mean, because
women want to have control. Women need to have control of their bodies, regardless if you're a white man, an Arab man, a Jewish man. No man should govern a woman's body. My body, I'm free to do with my body whatever I want to do with my body, regardless if you think it's wrong or not. It's my body at the end of the day. You don't have control of that.
Yep.
No, what I was saying is that I was asking, like, you know, there's some women that support it, right? And there's some women that don't.
Like,
And it
Because at the end of the day, you know, with abortion clinics, you know, the woman actually, they go there, you know what I'm saying, whether somebody told them to or not. You know what I'm saying? So in some cases, it's good for, you know what I'm saying, some cases,
I will say this,
like
this
what y'all was just talking about, like somebody getting
case
molested.
by case basis. It's actually up